What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today with another Destiny 2 video for you, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Prestige Nightfall completed. It took us quite a few attempts to get it and getting everything sorted out right. We're running a Hunter, a Titan and a Warlock. I'm running Solar, so Golden Gun. The Warlock is running the Stormcaller, and the Titan is running Hammers. We just found that tend to work better for us. I'm using the Mida. I'm also using Uriel's Gift, and I'm using a rocket launcher, and the other two had on the Merciless for that. So you can see we take everything down really quick here. And here's a little pro tip for you. If you manage to do this section in a certain amount of time, when you get to these bits here, they won't be orange, they'll be red, which means again you can take them down really quickly. I don't know why it is that way, but we found that if we came in under 7 minutes or under 8 minutes when you actually do the gate, then it spawns them in as orange, so they take a little bit longer to take down. So you can see here what we're trying to do is just take all the mobs down, get a little bit of time together and get a little bit of effort done. And believe me, at the end of this, when you see this, it's ridiculously clutch. But the thing with this, as is always the case with these Nightfalls, particularly the time ones, is just to run as quickly as you can. So I've got my rocket launcher on here, and we're trying to take out these Hydras as quickly as possible. And the main thing is here is to get the Hydras down as quickly as you possibly can. And you can see where we're stood here, but what it means is when you're stood on this little section here, is that you can spawn things in a little bit quicker without having to go down to the bottom. So you've got cover, and it just gives you sort of free reign and shots to get everything down. So one person stays at the back, and then two of us went over onto the right hand side, as you can see here, just to take everything down, which just made, as I said, for us a little bit easier, and it just gave us more time to go through. So we normally end up at this bit. I think the best we've ever done this here is with about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left, anywhere around about 7 minutes, and you're going to find that it's, from a time point of view, it works out quite well for you. And then this little section here is what I try to do, is I try to run forward and just run through and ignore everything, pretty much run around the side, be a little bit sneaky and get past everything, therefore meaning that I can get onto my Sparrow. And you're going to see here, this little route that I take is actually quite important for this section of the raid. You've just got cover for absolutely everything, and it just allows you to do what you need to do to get down there. And by you going forwards, what that means is that you'll actually spawn in you'll spawn out the enemies and bring them down to the bottom end. And the key thing is here, when you get down to this bottom bit here, I think you'll see it in a second, there's like a Cabal bit that flies down and nearly hits me just there, but it misses me, thank God. But the key bit here is take out the Physons on top of the roofs, just to make sure, because those fucking sniper rifles that they've got are just absolutely ridiculous, and they can be a real pain in the petunia when you're trying to do this raid and get it done absolutely try to do this Nightfall and get it done absolutely properly and quickly as you possibly can. So yeah, take out the Physons as quickly as you can, and then there's a Cabal that spawns on top. Try and take him out as well. We're using arc weapons as well, which just tends to work for us, just works quicker and easier overall. And then try and ignore the other things that are going on around you, and pay attention to the two Cabal sort of captains, I think it's probably the right thing of calling them, and taking them out. There's one on the right hand side, and then there's another one on the bottom right hand side that you need to take out. So here we're just trying to take them out as quickly as possible, and make sure that we can get them down. For whatever reason, the guys that I'm playing with, Shortbread and Teeks, they got taken out by some Minotaurs just on the right hand side in front. I'm not sure why that happened, but it is what it is. So I'm just taking out the first captain here, as you can see, get him done, and then I just run to my two guys and just get them spawned back in as quickly as possible. You want to be, for us, what works out really well, or what worked out really well, you want to be kind of anywhere around about the 5 minute mark as you do this section here. We got really lucky on this bit. You're going to see it in a second. Just as we try to take out this other Cabal captain that's down here, he actually gets knocked off the edge, and I'm not sure how it happened. I think it's the Minotaur that knocks him off, but it knocks him off, and that means obviously he's dead, which then means that we can luckily move on to the next section. So the whole bit here is just, let's get this moving and get it flowing And then obviously you start this section up, the wheel goes up, you fly through the portal, and then you've just got the mobs to take out the top end. If you've got heavy ammo, rockets, as soon as you jump up on there, fire your rockets down, get the splash damage, take everything out, and you should be able to do what you need to do. But you're going to see here, I don't have any rockets, and I nearly die a couple of times. Not a couple of times, so I actually use my golden gun. Supers are quite key in this as well. Make sure that the Warlock's got the healing rift on, because that really helps for the next section that's coming up. So here I'm just trying to defend it and just put down damage as best as I can do for this little bit. I'm just waiting because both of my team have actually died. And another little tip as well, which I learned off of another video, if you do all go down at the same time, don't spawn in individually. Try and wait and spawn in together, because there's less chance of them all focusing fire on you at the same time, because it spawns you in different locations. And you're going to see when we get to the end of the actual Nightfall how clutch that actually comes in for us. So this little bit here that we're going to do now, where we drop down and it's getting the portal up, the jump portal, when you drop down this little section here, the Warlock needs to put up the healing rift here, as they have done there, just to give you the time and the energy to sort of take everything out and build it up. And you'll watch just the wheels are spinning round. It's weird, I think it's the same on PlayStation. When you go to activate it, it doesn't kind of show it properly. But you'll know if you've activated it, because your ghost will start talking and the wheels, as you can see, they'll actually start spinning round. So we're just here, just taking out as much mobs as we can, just try to build up a little bit of extra time. Again, all time's crucial. Any time that you can build up is absolutely crucial. I think the best time that we've ever done where we've got down is, I think, around about just over 4.5 minutes, I think it is. But again, we're now just waiting for it to spin round and get it to where we need it to be, so we can get on to the next section, where you've just got to kind of jump through, and then you've got a couple of mob sections, Cabal and stuff like that you need to take out. Once it spins round, don't worry about taking out the other enemies. Just get yourself to the next section, get going, and just get through. Don't waste time killing stuff, because for that 2, 4, 6 seconds that it's going to give you, it's not really worth it. You're going to see here what I do, and again, took this tip from another video, but get on your Sparrow, go down the left hand side here like I'm doing, and just make your way through as quickly as possible. If you've timed it right, all of the enemies shouldn't have spawned in, or they should start spawning in just as you've gotten through it. So this bit here, while your other team members are waiting at the back end, and they're just taking out sort of mobs as they can and just building up a little bit of time, because what happens is obviously you get through and you pull everybody else through, so that's the main thing. And then just as you're running through, you'll start to, like I said, you'll start to pull everybody through. And then as you get to the inverted spire section here and you drop down, you've got the harpies that you need to take out, and the yellow harpy, or the major harpy, however you want to call it, is the biggest pain in the arse to try and take out. Is an absolute swine. We kind of messed this section up. We could have got down with way more time than what we actually did, but we died a couple of times just through our own kind of stupidity, really. This little section here, if you've got heavy ammo, the key thing is to get this guy down as quickly as you can. You don't want to be spending any more than about a minute on this section. The second section you can take him down like dead quick, you'll see. So it's just a case of firing rockets. I miss like an absolute noob, but you can see us just kind of running around, try to take him down as quickly as we possibly can, and just try to do bare damage. And actually, TK's got a rocket launcher on. He's not got Merciless on. Shortbread's got his Merciless on. He's the highest light level out of everybody. I'm 300, Teach is 303, I think, and Shortbread's 304. So yeah, we just try to take him down as quickly as we can. Try not to spend too much time on it, but again, the more time you take, the more harpies are going to spawn in, and it just tends to go a little bit mental. You're going to see here I actually get taken out because I'm a tit end and I'm not paying attention to it. But again, just bide your time with it. We were doing alright. So I spawn back in, we've taken him down, we get him down to the next section. I've still got a rocket left, and I don't know if I can't remember if I used my super on this bit or not. But this section here, you can actually take him down quick. And again, as you know, he slams onto the floor, which causes fire. This bit here, literally, just stand on these little platforms here and stand behind them, because it'll stop him from being able to take a lot of power off. You need to give him a couple of seconds, so once he starts firing, then you can fire at him and take him down. But we take him down really, really quick. Yeah, I do use my golden gun on this. And like I said, it is literally just a case of take him down as quickly as possible, humanly possible. You can see how fast we actually take him down, and then we can drop down into the last bit. So I've now got no heavy, I've got no no special either, so I've got no super up. So what we do here is, this is all about, literally for me, it's just using Uriel's gift on arc damage and just taking him out as best as you can. But just the way that this actually plays out, it's just really funny, because I think we all go down at one point. I managed to come back up and I get people up, and we have like 10 seconds left or something. We have a daft amount of time to take him down. But in terms of when you get down to the boss down here, if you're all high enough light levels, sorry, I should say, as long as you've got about a minute 10, you should be alright in terms of being able to take him down. And this is about getting distance and just putting damage down on him as quick as you can, and surviving as well. Surviving as best as you can do, and then taking out sort of mobs as best as you can as well. Just to give you the spare light pulls if we're actually there. And again, Warlock, if the Warlock has the super, I think Shortbread had his super as we went down, popping his rift down really does, the healing rift down really does help massively, because it just gives you that little bit of an extra boost. And the key thing here is get his helmet off as quickly as you possibly can to allow you to do the most amount of damage that you possibly can at the same time as well. So yeah, the communication's key as well. You need to talk to each other, you need to have good communication on this, or otherwise it's just not going to work whatsoever at all. So we pop his head off there, and again, it's about just making the distance. Any light pulls that you can find, just try and take them out as quickly as you can. I'm just running around trying to survive. Shortbread's popped his Stormcaller, and he's putting bare damage onto the guy at the same time. Bare damage, what am I? I'm not a gangster. But you can see here, we've nearly got him done. I think I go down, Shortbread goes down, try to get me up, and Tom goes down. Yeah, Tom's down, Shortbread goes down, so you can see how much time we've got left. He goes down, try to get me up. So we're now thinking, fuck, we're not going to do this. We're really not going to do this with what's happening. I don't understand. We've gotten this far, and everybody's starting to cry and getting really upset with how it's going. But you're going to see in a second, ladies and gentlemen, I managed to spawn back in. I get Shortbread up. We just focus fire, and it's the Prestige done. That's going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. I was a little bit hype when we finish this off. Thank you for stopping by again. I really do appreciate it. We are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.